Hey, hi, hello. My name is Angelina, aka Bittersweetener, and you don't know me, but if you did, you would know that I like collecting odd stuff. Um, and so in this video, we will be exploring my antiques and oddities collection. I guess so I guess this is just gonna be like a show and tell of sorts of all the weird and wacky things that I own. Um, yeah. One thing you're gonna see a bit of is medical stuff and medical ephemera. So here we have a box. It's triangular bandage, 40-inch in size, maybe used as a tourniquet, distributed by Medical Supply Co. in Rockford, Illinois. And here in the front you see guy's got his arm wrapped up and bandaged, and then there's that. Actually, I've never opened this fully. I don't want to fully take it out because I can't put it back in. But you see, it is a triangular wrap thing. Yeah, I don't want to take it out because I don't want it to not go back inside. It is in there, and it has a little metal piece here. This I will take out. It's a little. Oh, I didn't know that this is in here. A really old safety pin. I can't tell you, but this like feels slightly heavier than the modern safety pins. And there's another one on the side, yeah. Put that back in there. We got Vicks. Vicks is still around today, as we know, Vicks Vapor Rub. This is a really old jar. I'm not actually sure when this is from, but it says Vicks Vapor Rub. If you open it, there's still some Vicks inside. So it was a mostly used thing. It smells exactly like Vicks today. Maybe even just like a little bit stronger. I would not put this on my body. So if you find stuff like this, don't use it. That's my, how you say, disclaimer. Don't use these things. So we have Vic Chemical Company, Greensboro, North Carolina, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So it's a 3 3/4 fluid ounces. So you wouldn't see that normally today. You'd see like the decimal point version. Registered trademark and this little triangle. An external treatment for certain forms of local congestion and irritation. So it has the ingredients listed and especially balanced Vicks formula. It's Vic formula. I don't like that. But the how-to is what really drew me to it, and why, besides like the pretty blue of this jar, it says how to use for adults and children. And it really says, spread it over your chest. You can use it for muscular soreness. Yeah. The part that I didn't like, and that you definitely should not do this today, and you probably should not have done this before, because what was in here? Turpentine. There's turpentine in here. Eucalyptus oil, cedar leaf. Some of these things you should not be putting in your body. But here it says, hopefully I'm still in. If there's coughing, throat irritation, or hoarseness due to a cold, also dissolve a small lump of vapor rub on the tongue so that its medication will bathe the irritated membranes of the throat. I think that is disgusting, first of all. And just, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. I can't believe that it used to say on the containers to put this in your mouth. I can't imagine that being a good sensation. But it also explains why my grandfather will put modern Vicks in his throat. I got this little Humphreys manual. Humphreys was this... Ooh, it's so sticky there. You would get this, so it's a medicine company. You would get like all these little things that were either little treatments and with numbers on it. Yeah, with it's it's this little medicine thing, but it was homeopathic remedies. And the back of this book, you'll see they have like different numbers for different situations. I think if you go to any like vitamin shop or like health shop like that, GNC, those kinds of places, they usually have homeopathic remedies, and I think they're very similar to these. You have one for fevers, roundworm, teething, fevers and blisters. So it says what each number is for. Laxatives. And I just like these little books. I think they're very cute. Here's Frederick Humphrey. They are proven, convenient, time-tested, economical, and pleasant to taste. These are pictures of like what it would have looked like. And then it also just has, yeah, like instructions in general on how to treat different things and how to take specific medicines. I don't know, I really like it. I think it's cute. It's got this really old, singular, rusty staple in it. Golden douche. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's really neat. That's the Handyman Burn and First Aid Kit, Acme Cotton Products Company. This is one of my favorite things that I own. I just love looking at it, and you'll see why. There's so many little things in here. Oh my god, I just really love, as I said, medical things and stuff. And you'll see more. I'll show more at the end of like ephemera, medical ephemera that I have that I really enjoy. But anyway, so in this thing, so first you have the gauze. This little blue bag. It has an old smell to it, this thing. We have the gauze. You have a really tiny little cotton ball. It's like dirty from all the years it's just been here. This box isn't closed anymore. It was secured by a rubber band, but the rubber band was so old that it snapped. So now I'm just trying to keep it closed. We have this. Some kind of tincture for burns. Yeah, it's burn ointment of some kind. It's so faded in the front that I don't know exactly what's in it or what it says. But there's that. They got this little thing. These are ammonia inhalants, so like smelling salts. And so there's ammonia in here. Alright, here we got another antiseptic and burn ointment. it's like sticky. I will be washing my hands after this because you never know what the hell is in these old products. And you got all these like really crispy band-aids. They're really crispy. But they're ShopRite brand. ShopRite supermarket brand. So I don't think these might not have originally came in this package. I'm not 100% sure, but when I bought it, it was in there. I just think it's really interesting that it says 3/4 inch like this, and I feel like nowadays you don't see things written like that. But it's supposed to be super quality. I'll save that because those make me super excited. So you got more Band-Aids, Band-Aid brand. Sterile guaranteed unless envelope opened. Do you think these are still sterile, guys? And here's the very back of this little first aid information card. And then lastly, the certified aspirin tablets. Which, this little container, I just love this little container. Because it's just so small. Newark, New Jersey. Warning, keep out of reach of children. The dosages. Yes, they do have little aspirin tablets in there. I think all 12, yes, all 12 are in here. And I just think this is such a cute little container. I don't know what the hell these are made out of. Again, would not take these. They probably would not work anywhere. But, yeah. I really love this little thing. It's super cute to me. Next oddity is actually going to be something I made. I am a sculptor by trade, so I made this little guy. It's a little broken, but I made him or her during college. It's the devil's ass crack. I don't have a lot of my artwork from college, but this I decided to keep, and I'm really happy that I did. I just love it. I think it's so funny. A voluptuous ass. We have the Bobaloop. I believe this is from the 50s. It's just this wooden stick with a string and this big thing. It's like, I guess it's kind of like ball in a cup. If you ever played that. And there's a bunch of different ways you can play with it. I'll take it out the box. I do play with this quite regularly. Not quite regularly, but I do play with this. It's very fun. These are not super rare. You can find, I think I spent like $10 on this. You can find them pretty readily. But yeah, it's just painted wood. And it's pretty heavy, so I just playing with this, you will bruise yourself somehow. But yeah, the whole idea is to somehow make this go back on here. But it's pretty difficult because it's just this string. But yeah, I think it's so fun. That's like one of my favorite things that I own. Moving on, and in the same vein of toys and games, we got the little bang snaps. I included these because, especially now, I think since we have Amazon, you can get these very easily. But I could never find these. I didn't know where you would find these growing up as a kid. So I just really, really wanted them. I really wanted them for a long time because every now and again, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you experienced this, but as a kid, quite often I would just randomly, especially in elementary school, there'd just be randomly a kid like drop something on the floor and just make this loud snap. And I knew what they were, but I've never figured out where the hell they got them from. I don't remember where I bought this one from either, but yeah, it's these little things. Anyway, yeah, it's these little things. And it's open because when I bought this, I used some of them. So you just throw it hard on the floor and it snaps. So I'm just going to throw this on the floor right to the side, and hopefully it does the thing so you could hear it. Like that sound. And it just explodes, and there's this little piece of paper left over. So we have another thing that's not so old, but still a weird thing to have. These are my little baby heads. I'm pretty sure I bought these from Spirit Halloween, but I like having them around. I gave some away to a friend as gifts. But they're cute. And they go perfectly with the next item, which is just little dirty pieces of baby doll arms. Something a little bit more old. Here's an antique. It's a blow cigarette. And so it's like a fake cigarette for would have been used in like film and stage theater, film and theater. It's made in Japan, but it has this little red thing so it looks like you're smoking from far away. This little like plastic bulb here would have been filled with like fake smoke. And as you see, it's so old that it's just like cracked apart, but I think it's cool. There's no like instructions or anything, but I think, you know, this is just pretty neat. Got a rat. I have a very silly story about this. This is just a gift from my sister that I keep on display all year round also. I used to have this tiny rat that looked exactly the same, or more or less the same. And that would be one of my characters that I played when she made me play dolls with her, Mr. Ratata. He was obsessed with mahogany wood. And that was his only like character trait, that he was a rat and he loved mahogany wood. So this was just to commemorate that memory from our childhood. It used to squeak, but it's like broken a little bit, which makes me a little sad, but it's chill. He's a rat. He's a rat bastard, and I love him. I have, if you don't recognize this, this is the box from Hellraiser, which I love Hellraiser. These chains. I'm certain that this was a Christmas gift that I got this year. I love it. I think it's cool as hell. If you haven't seen Hellraiser, it's a movie about, it's a movie not about, but it's a movie with this weird little, these weird little, they're called Cenobites, but they're like these weird little sadomasochistic demon creatures, and I fucking love them so much. Yeah, this is, I actually just, I use this as a stim toy. I just play with it constantly. It's one of my favorite things. If this puzzle box, the Hell's puzzle box was real, I would be dead already. Because out of pure curiosity, I would have just fucked around with it. By mistake even. But yeah, I think that's a cool thing to own. We have Taro del Toro, the director. I don't want to say his name wrong, but Del Toro. I love him. He made Pan's Labyrinth, which is one of my favorite movies. And this is a tarot deck that is based on his movies and inspired by his movies. And the art in here is incredible. It's incredible. The Fool. It has this like lino cut quality to it. Yeah, the Hellraiser. Not Hellraiser. Oh my god. We got Hellboy. Yeah, I just really like the like woodcut esque. Like, look at that dog. Look at that dog. It's so pretty. The Hermit being that guy from Pan's Labyrinth. I love this. I think it's beautiful. This is my like preferred tarot deck when I read tarot. And it comes, of course, the book has some information in it. Yeah, I think it's like, this is like a stellar weird bitch thing to own. Really love that. So this lives on my altar. I'll have to move my camera to show you this better. So this lives on my altar. I moved it just to show you guys because there's this death little bird. Like, I don't know where it came from at this point. I was given this as a gift from a friend. It's really, like, it's tiny, it's a bird. I like keeping things like this. I think it's kind of disgusting to some people. But I think it's lovely personally. I also have this little bee with a little crystal. It used to be holding the crystal up, but I guess it fell over. I should see if I can like take this out and reset it. But yeah, it's just a little bee. And this little like terrarium thing. You see one of its legs is like stuck to it still. And this is not the only like little bug that I have. No. I also have this little jar full of dead ladybugs. Very tiny jar. There are many ladybugs I've collected because there was just one this time where I just kept finding them all over my apartment. So I just kept collecting them. And before anyone says, oh, are they ladybugs or lady beetles? So, first of all, the truth is that there are like so many different species of ladybugs. And so I'm just going to call them all ladybugs because the campaign of hate for Asian lady beetles is unwarranted. It's very unwarranted. So yeah, this is probably several different species of ladybugs altogether. I don't know, I just like having them in a little jar. I think it's fun. Let's see, hope you can see them all. Animal skull. I actually don't know what animal this is from. But this is another one of those things that was just given to me as a gift from a friend. I love the way it looks inside. I think bones are so cool. I think skulls are so cool. Yeah, but I have no idea what kind of animal this is from. But the way that this also stays on my altar space. But the way that I keep it, I also have these two little marbles. And I just like plop them in the eye sockets. It's kind of like it looks a little bit more mystical that way. Like it's looking at you with its mystical little new eyes. It's not super cool or rare, but they are really old nails. I think in the box that I got them, when I bought them, they were like labeled vampire coffin nails, which that's just not true. It's just an old nail. You could find these in like there's some reclaimed wood where you can find this in. This is just how they used to make nails for certain things. But yeah, I still thought they were cool enough to buy, so I did. It's in heavy too. This is obviously not a real skull because it's tiny, but it's a little skull that I was gifted from my parents went to Mexico, so they brought me back this little skull. It's got this little guy who's he's in the center of the Mayan calendar, which I thought that was pretty cool. I just think this is badass. You know, of all like the kinds of like souvenirs you can get, I think this is pretty fucking cool. So the last thing I'm gonna show in this section, I just want to warn you that I probably can't show much of this, and that this is like not safe for work at this moment. But this I got from my grandmother, actually. So this something my grandmother gave me. It has a little F on it. So I saw this actually going through her stuff as a kid. And you're like, okay, girl, they're playing cards. What's so weird about them? So, one of the jokers, that's a vagina, first off. The other side, it's a big weenie. I am not like squeamish about showing these things. I just don't think that YouTube would show off my video if I saw this. They're all in Spanish, and it's not a full deck of 25 or 52. I'm missing a couple cards. But they're in Spanish. So like this one, make love not war, and it's the policeman doing something. I think it's so funny. I think these are hilarious. They're like super graphic, so I really don't think I could show most of these. Or like any of them, honestly. This one's just there's nothing here but a cheerleader. 69. Nice. But yeah, it's just sex playing cards. Hey, so For this section, I forgot to record audio, so this is editing Angelina, adding it now. So these are some posters that I have on my wall. As you see, I have some Playboy bunny art. And then the rest of it is medical ephemera. Lots of different kinds of skulls and some boobs, medical grade boob pics. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.